Hi, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Try Not to Grin. I am your hostess with very much not the mostest, but alas, I am Grin. Welcome to our Discord tab. Also, how will I say, for whatever reason, oh, it looks a little blurry, but this is like by far the perfect like algorithmic. Everything's in shot, but yet the camera is like, if I stand up normally, I'm perfectly in frame more or less. And I don't know what I did to do it. But it is like A-grade perfect. Oh, I bet I could see on the camera what like zoom it is. But yeah, baby. Also, I bought this. I don't want to go into it too much, but it's a new edition of our set. It is a nice little Showman's ball cane. I don't want to talk about it. I recently watched the movie The Showman, and I love the ending quote very much. That's all you get for why that's there. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, oh, I forgot my coffee again. I hope dearly that you're having the finest of days, and I also would like to show you, of course, the mug of the sitting. You thought I was going to throw something different? No, baby, we're a creature of habit, okay? Without further ado, ladies and gents, let us get into the memes. The reason why we're here. The drip feed of existence and joy that many of us are on. That may be the only drip feed, and that's just getting depressing. But anyways, onward and upward. When you get bitten by a venomous spider, Spider-Man? What? And why? But okay. Yes. Study. Degree. Okay. I don't know. I know sometimes I'm in the loop and I'm like, hey, man, PewDiePie's gone. I don't have meme review or anything like that to be like, okay, I get this. This is a thing. I'm on the edge. I'm on the outskirts in the trenches now. Old white man calls you son. Southern woman calls you honey. Black woman calls you sugar. British man calls you love. Australian calls you cunt. Alright, well. Me, you may have to cut half that out. the cut and then so yeah. When a white man calls you son, a southern woman calls you honey, a black woman calls you sugar, and a British man, I still got the southern guy. Southern's just hard locked. It's hard to get out of there. Damn boy, the river. I can say that sentence, but I can't say any other one. Also, listen, phone. What's your fucking problem? There is no love without hadada, and there is sadada without la. Hadada. And then there's you without both. Never before have I been so offended by something I 100% agree with. Well, that's a weird one, because I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. He was talking about like pedo situations he had in his younger years, where he was like, thank God nothing went wrong. But this was something that a person said, was there is no love without hadada. I'm sure it comes from some other place, but yuck, dude. Big yuck. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. There is no love without hadada? Are you banging your mom or brothers, you freaks? What does this mean? This doesn't make any sense. McDonald got money for the Super Bowl ads, but I bet the ice cream machine still broke. I personally, our machine's fine. All that stuff. Weird. Don't know why. Just Canada things, maybe. Just my town and the upkeep on McDonald's. Yeah, that's what I say. Not for us, man. In Canada, McDonald's is like it's up there for one. Like, it's a low-paying job, but it's a lot of grown-ups attest to it being a good first job, because it's very little bullshit. Apparently, it's like I always work for family. But yeah, apparently it's a very little bullshit. Like, if you fuck up, you're probably out, because there's 1,000 other teens who want your job. So yeah. Man, that future is just nightmares. Just the idea of like, oh, people are just fighting tooth and nail to work at McDonald's. It's like, oh, yikes. Okay. You know what goes great with the coronavirus? Lyme disease, Corona Extra. Yeah, apparently Corona. I'm not sure if I read this, if this is true, but I heard that they changed their name because they're like, oh shit. Well, also, what a dick move on the people who named the virus to be like, hey guys, what's your deal? We're an alcohol company. I like this template. Stop saying that your life is a joke. It's not. Jokes have meaning. Alright guys, listen. We're back with depressed memes, and I don't like it. Especially not when it's coming from people who are kind and sweet and caring people. It's like, alright, listen, clearly your life has meaning, if anything, only to be a sweetheart and kindness to others. That's a bad outlook, but hey, Fuel is fuel, okay? Let that sate you until you can do the whole self-love thing and find enough self-worth in that. When will humans stop dancing in our Hundra? I don't know, but their two are making out in it. Oh, wow. They're really going at it. Should we stop Hundra? No. Let's give the people what they want. All right. Well, first of all, I would like to point out that anyone who's kissing in the rain is just a tool. But anyways, maybe my loneliness is bleeding out. I'm sorry. Forgive me. When kids are running around the restaurant and fall injured, good. All right. Well, I don't like to see kids hurt, but okay. All right. I have 2 nephews and nieces. Even when I didn't have nephews and nieces, I still don't. Well, that's with that being said, I feel bad, but I also think it's funny. It's a weird one. Like, I'm not like, you're hurt, good. When I'm like, you fell, I'm dying. I'm laughing like crazy. And then I'll help immediately after like a quick chuckle, and I'm like, oh god, humanity, but also humanity's stupid enough. It's like a constant battle fight. Anyways, eyelashes are supposed to prevent things from getting into your eyes, but whenever I have something in my eyes, it always is eyelashes. Ironic. Yes. I had to reread the whole thing because I was like, is something happening? It's one of those ones where when you read a statement, it's quite straightforward. It's just like, I missed something. I gotta go back. No, that's it. Okay, I mean, yes, that's true. What do you call it? I knew a lass who back in the day, actually not quite back in the day, a little bit ago. It's one of the few people I still reach out to and all that stuff. But what do you call it? They got like them hella eyelashes. I'm not sure if you guys have seen them, but you can get them like put in. Like, yeah, it's a bit of weirdness. But this person went ham. Like, apparently you can get like a little bit of volume, or like you basically have a feather in your goddamn eye. Like, it's just this huge eyelashes. And I'm like, all right, fam, this is too much. I mean, if you like it, then good. But it like, again, I don't think people realize, like, eyelashes can be great, but like if you have so many eyelashes, it gets to be just. It's like a fan. It's like you're sitting talking to someone and they're like cooling you down. It's math teacher. Your homework looks like chicken scratch, but you got them all correct. Later at home, I think she's on to us. Math, my chicken. Okay, just am I having a stroke, or is that what it's? That's what it says. Okay, good. See, now, you know what the fucked up thing is I have the hands that I do where I'm like missing bones and shit, but I still write fairly neat. And then I have my brother who has giant ass hands as well as fucking he got full of hands, and he draws like a savage. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? The one thing I do suffer from though badly is putting like efficient spaces in between my words, because we also always have those teachers in our school who used to write like a mile a minute, and you're like you need to make notes, and I'm like. It's like shit. You can't look at what you're writing, and then you look down and it's a mess, and you're like, I hate this. Why is this the way we're teaching kids? Anyways, Neo, I'm going to Terds to destroy the. I stopped reading, and then I read the bottom, which is I'm Groot, and I've already lost interest. Okay, it's too much. It's too much. It's some sort of weird. I span everywhere. It's some sort of weird hybridization of Guardians or something. I don't know. When men I don't know call me pretty, fear, terror, and anger. When women I don't know call me pretty, well, golly, it must be nice. It must be nice for anyone to be like, hey, you look nice. It's like, thanks, dude. And then you melt inside. You're like, oh god. Kindness. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a way to do that properly. I try to put myself in situations of like, is it, because I told you guys this beforehand, but I always like to, I want to be the person very badly that can like have a conversation with anyone, but just with the like majesty of the words you use and the expressions that you have and the emotional projection that you ensue or project, you can have a conversation that otherwise would be hard. This is something that I strive for greatly, but there are a few situations where I put myself in there and it takes a long time for me to be like, I think that would be a good way to portray it. But like, what is the good way for a person? I mean, maybe there is no good way. I mean, ultimately, maybe we should just leave each other fucking alone. But then who knows that like, if you put yourself out there, you're not going to meet Prince Charming. That's that, or like you're not even Prince Charming. You're just fucking, you're a person that you could love, you know. Like that's one of the weird things where like I hear people be like, you shouldn't try to pick up people in this, or like try to, that in like the gym is one I've heard. But I'm also the kind of person that's like, but what if I'm sure there's people who have met each other at the gym. I'm sure the dude wasn't like being a dickhead about it. Like that's the thing. I think people see things in the worst possible context and they're like, oh, don't be a dickhead. But it's like, but if you're trying to talk to someone and be nice to them and have a conversation with them, and if you along the way you be a little bit flirty and all these things, then isn't that okay? You know, I guess again, I think it's just the people that are the worst at things set the standard, and then you know. But I don't know. I'm not sure what the right way to be like, hey. I think, well, first of all, I wouldn't say you're pretty. I'd probably say you're beautiful. Or I think you're lovely. Those are two things that I think would be far greater to hear rather than pretty. Because I don't know, pretty seems like it has holes in it. And when a woman says it, it doesn't have those holes. Anyways, moving on. Lovely, I think, is a good one. Not used, a little bit classy. I don't know, just me. Could be way off. I don't know. What's with the obsession with calling food or recipes better than Hundra? I tried your Pinterest risotto, Sharon, and frankly, I'm wondering if your needs are being met. In the bedroom, this is great. This is lovely. Those are also one of those things where it's like, this is better than Hundra, and it's like, that just says how horrible your Hundra is. It's just only a negative, okay? Also, it's a real dick move to your partner as well. Anyways, partner's like, what the fuck, man? You can talk to me about this. Putting me on blast inadvertently. Anyways, humans smells their surroundings with their nose. Flies uses their antennas. Snakes, they lick the air. Big yuck. But anime, so less yuck, or more yuck, depending on where you're at. You'll get to our side eventually. All right, eventually. What is this? Oh, look at the beautiful things: fire, air, water, earth, pasta. Okay, well, look, let me guys, I honestly want to know this. What would your element be? Because I've given a lot of thought to this, okay? Earth magic, or earth bending, whatever you want, pretty okay, but for me, the biggest thing is the power threshold is irrelevant to me. The access of what you have is the most important thing for me. So fire, easy fix. You have a lighter. We're in the 21st century. You're pretty okay. Fire, you have a lighter. Bang, boom, like the goddamn X-Men, right? You like can take a tiny little flame and make it like a meteor. Like great. Water's a big oof. Okay, water. I feel like just by virtue of how pain in the ass it is, it should be like nonsense strong, you know. But also, who's to say that you couldn't like get so good at like sucking the moisture out of the air to create like a bullet and then right through somebody, you know? I'm gonna keep going. Earth one, again, I feel like that one's weird because you don't always have access to the earth, or if you do, it feels like a real pain in the ass to like, you know, you could pull something from water and you're like, okay, it seems like a gradual thing. Ripping a boulder from the earth that is already embedded in it seems like a lot, honestly. So alas, I come to the conclusion of the one that I would want easily is always air magic, because it's always here. It's almost always here. Not only that, but it could also fuck with fire. It could also destabilize water. And Earth, we're fucked, I'll be honest. Earth, we're getting pretty rocked. With that being said, though, if we could fly and shit and get like really in the air, and then your Earth bullshit takes like 10 years to get to me. Then again, we apparently have way more room to go down than to go up. But still, pasta... It suffers from the same problem that the other ones do, which is ease of access. You don't always have pasta on your side. Maybe pasta is like god level magic, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it turns to like steel compressed 1 million times in a tiny little ball. You know, I don't know. But regardless, wind magic all the way. Wind magic, 100%. Also, it's basically like telekinesis and leveling and like holding shit. Also, I feel like. What do you call it? This is the thing that pisses me off about these kinds of shows, like magic shows, where it's like, oh, there's a dark wizard, or there's a fucking lightning person. They always scale things for convenience, which is annoying. So, for instance, why the fuck can't there be a person who's like an air user, but he trained 50 times harder than everybody and dunks on fools because of it? Like he can make a thin air blade and just fucking eviscerate somebody, you know what I mean? Or like can make a typhoon of that. Because they're always like, oh, air magic, it's weak by default. And it's like, what? Why? Why does it have to be weak? I guess things are capped. If that's the case, then just go with the one that's not capped. It's stupid. Anyways, moving on. Also, a lot of all of this, because the whole isekai thing I've also thought about is literally just finding out how to make up for your lacking. So if you do have water magic, just fucking set up a base in the ocean and just be like, get fucked, everybody, you know. So part of it is just making up for your lacking, I guess. Being into girls with Hundra butts. Why did I censor the wrong word? My brain just flipped upside down. Having a sickness for the having a sickness for the thickness. Holy shit. That is so good. A lot of these I'm like, okay, that is so fucking good. Holy shit. Me, please name this the title of the video. Holy shit. It's brilliant. Who did this? Fluff, well done. Frequently bought together. Oh, this is disgusting. I'm not sure if this is referring to the same thing, but big yuck, dude. I remember that what do you call it? It was like this thing. It was like one of those things in the internet where your friend tells you about it and you're like, oh no. And then you see it referred and you're like, ah, I know what this is. It's like cursed images. But basically, I think a dude, oh my God, I don't want to talk about it. I may be wrong, like in terms of what this is meaning, but I'm pretty sure a dude loved My Little Pony so much that he hid it in a jar and dropped a My Little Pony thing in it, and it's the most gross. It's the kind of shit that makes you want to walk away from humanity, you know what I mean? It hurts the anime community a lot. At this point, we may gain strength from it. I don't know. It's real horrible. But anyways, I wouldn't consider My Little Pony anime at all, but still. Man born in 4/20/69 wants to change his first name to as Nice. He is the chosen one. He brings balance. I mean, yes. If you think about the 69, they're perfectly in balance. Moving on. I mean, also, if you were to merge them, would they make? No, they make an I. No, they wouldn't. Would they? Maybe. The Grim Reaper? Are you here to kill me? Nah, I'm the Grim Reaper. I just watch people die. Oh shit, it's going down. Is it referring to Goose Game? Because Goose Game, gooses I don't think are that, like they're violent, but I'm not sure if they could do the deed and kill you. Unless a person like strapped a bomb to it or something. Moving on. Achoo! Bless you. We've talked about this, you little bastard. How dare you? Very adorable. Also, it approves of my love, which is seeing things that are otherwise seen as negative in a different and happy way. Go team. The internet gone shit. Any idea how to fix it? Yes, you in the back. Be nice to each other online. That's a fucking awful idea. Also, this is a side thing, might I add, self-understanding, self-worth as well. Yeah, I don't know. I understand the sentiment greatly, and it would be fucking brilliant, awesome, lovely if we could live in a world where people were just very sweet to one another, which luckily our community is very much that place. But, what do you call it? Maybe it's just the way I was raised, but my mom used to always tell me, the only person you can affect is yourself. You can't affect how other people do what they do. So that's the goal. So if someone says something to you and it hurts you badly, then you could try to plead to that person, bring them to your side, and fight, or, which to me is always a weird thing, because then that person could just decide one day, you know what, no, I'm not going to be nice despite you make good points, fuck you, and they just fire it back at you. But the person that you can change is yourself. You dig deep, you understand that this insult, you understand why it hurts, how to make it not hurt anymore, and just keep hammering that home. And then when someone says something to you, you're like, all right, now I know who I am and all these things. So that's, I do, would be nice. I would love, it's like one of those things where it's like, it sounds great, but it doesn't exactly work. As well as I'm sure this is not referring to that. I'm sure this is just a cute, fun little joke meme. But yes, just I point that out. One more, guys, before we go. When you die, which body part dies last? The pupils. They dilate. Oh, they die late. Or they die late. Oh, I didn't write dilate. It's dilate, not dilate. It was dilate. Okay. Ending it on a high note. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. As well as, there's a subscribe button. Oh, this is perfect. There's a subscribe button. Right there. Right there, and further over there is 2 videos to my far right. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Also, for the lovely, beautiful people out there who have liked the video, I see you. I appreciate you. If you shared it, shared my crazy dumbass, appreciate you even more than the others. Just don't tell them. And yes, thank you and goodbye.